Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Ronnie Vadine here. So we are going to do our Eastern Conference first round recap. First round, Pittsburgh versus New York Islanders. This series wasn't even close at all. Pittsburgh scored 1 goal in their last 3 games, in each of their last 3 games. Not very good for Pittsburgh. To me, they weren't ready for the tough challenge against the New York Islanders, especially in Game 1. I mean, they came out so good defensively. Just unbelievable. Pittsburgh went 1 for 17 on the power play the whole series, while the Islanders went 2 for 19. Pittsburgh outshot them 136 to 129. They outscored them 14-6. New Islanders did. Great series for the Islanders. They're playing Carolina in the second round. That game is going on right now. Columbus at Tampa Bay. The stuff that happened in this series, I did not expect. Columbus won Game 1 4-3. Then Columbus won the next game 5-1. Then they won Game 3 3-1, and then they won the last game 7-3. Columbus outshot Tampa 116 to 109. I don't know. To me, goaltending to me wasn't really that great in this series. Columbus outscored Tampa 19-8. Not even close. Columbus went 4 for 15 on the power play, and Tampa Bay went 2 for 13. See, we got our playoff sheets here, so. Here's our round 2 predictions. We'll get to those. Okay, here it is. Alright, Toronto versus Boston. This one was a good series. I watched some, not all of this series, but Boston outshot Toronto 248 to 219. Boston outscored Toronto 23-17. Boston went 7 for 17 on the power play, and Toronto went 3 for 18. Interesting series. Toronto won Game 1 4-1. Boston won Game 2 4-1. Toronto won Game 3 3-2. Boston won Game 4 6-4. Toronto won Game 5 2-1. Boston beat Toronto in Game 6 4-2. Boston in Game 7 beat Toronto 5-1. So that 7th game wasn't even close. This one was honestly a tough series to predict. I picked Boston in 6, and it went Boston in 7. So I was close. All right. Washington versus Carolina. This one went 7 games. I predicted a sweep by Washington. That obviously did not happen. Carolina outshot okay, I was gonna, Carolina outshot Washington 241. That honestly cannot happen. That can't happen. Yeah, that should never happen. Unbelievable. Washington only had 18 shots in games 1 and 3. Game 1, Washington won 4-2. Then they won Game 2, 4-3. Carolina absolutely dominated Game 3. 5-0 was the final. Carolina beat Washington 2-1 in Game 4. Washington dominated Game 5, 6-0. 6-0 was the final score. Carolina absolutely dominated Game 6. They won 5-2. And then Carolina won Game 7 4-3 in double overtime. Carolina outscored Washington by 1 goal, so unbelievable. Washington went 6 for 30 on the power play. Carolina went 3 for 26. Absolutely unbelievable series by both teams. And now we're gonna do round 2 previews. We're gonna first start off with the Eastern ones. Now I'm just gonna do Eastern and Western, so that I don't have to make long, like 8 videos, 4 videos. So I don't have to make 14 and get crazy. So that's what will happen for the rest of the playoffs. You will get Western previews and then Eastern previews and then the Stanley Cup final preview, and just to save some time and paper. Well, I only use like 2 sheets of paper in the first round, so. But just to save video, because I'm up to 600 videos now, and about 8 or 9 of those took up the playoffs, so. I don't know when we're going to have a weekly show. I'm going to try to get it sometime during the weekend, but I can't guarantee you. So, Eastern predictions. Columbus versus Boston. Let's take a look at Columbus. Their leading goal scorer in the regular season was Cam Atkinson. Artemi Panarin led the team in assists with 59, and Artemi Panarin led the team with points in 87. Sergei Bobrovsky, 2.58 goals against average, .913 save percentage, 37 wins and 9 shutouts. Big key for Columbus here. Jonas Korpisalo, 2.95 goals against average, .897 save percentage with 10 wins. Bobrovsky, Panarin, Atkinson, they have to play well in this series, or otherwise they're not going to win a game. Boston, their leader in goals is David Pastrnak with 38. Then next is Brad Marchand with 64, and points with 100 is Brad Marchand. Those are the 2 that need to play. Marchand cannot take any more dumb penalties or suspensions. It's playoff time. You cannot mess around if you want your team to get on to the Stanley Cup final. Well, first of all, the conference final, and then the final. Yaroslav Halak, 2.34 goals against average, a .922 save percentage, 27 wins and 5 shutouts. Tuukka Rask, 2.48 goals against average, a .912 save percentage, 22 wins with 4 shutouts. He is my goalie for this series. Tuukka Rask has to play well. They're not going to get by Columbus if they don't play well. My choice for the series is Boston in 7. And Carolina just won Game 1 by a score of 1-0 in overtime. Time of the goal, 4:04. And that's the next series we're going to preview. Carolina and the Islanders. Goals. The team leader in goals is Sebastian Aho with 30 of them. Assists. Teuvo Teravainen leads the team in assists with 55 assists. Points. Sebastian Aho, 83 points. Sebastian Aho needs to play well in this series. So is Peter Mrazek. We'll get to him in a minute. Goalies. They have 4 goalies that they use this year. One of them's name is Alex Nedeljkovic, I think. I don't know.
Music videos.
2 goals against average, .923 save percentage with 1 win. Peter Mrazek, he needs to play well in the series. 2.39 goals against average, .914 save percentage with 23 wins and 4 shutouts. Curtis McElhaney, 2.58 goals against average, .912 save percentage, 20 wins and 2 shutouts. And then we have Scott Darling, 3.33 goals against average, .884 save percentage with 2 wins. On the Islanders, goals, Anders Lee, 28 goals, assists, Matthew Barzal with 44. Matthew Barzal with points for 62. Andre Lee and Matthew Barzal are the key factors to this New York Islanders team. This makes them play well. They have to play well against this tough New York Islanders team. They used 3 goalies this year. Christopher Gibson, 1.50 goals against average, .941 save percentage. That's it for him. Robin Lehner, he has to play well in this series. 2.13 goals against average, .93 save percentage, 25 wins and 6 shutouts. Thomas Greiss, 2.28 goals against average, a .927 save percentage, 23 wins and 5 shutouts. Thomas Greiss, he's the key backup. To me, he's the best backup in the whole NHL. So, yeah. That will do it for this video, and we'll see you guys all in the Western Conference predictions. Bye!